of that operator, especially for fraggers who want to help with a little bit of utility, getting walls opened up and then just run around and frag everything.
Continue that on with a frost ban and a frost and a bandit ban. Mixing things up a bit.
IQ coming along here from P4. Two of them actually grouping up together here and starting their march on forwards. Right sort of idea, Mowgli. Just very unfortunate to not lose his life there. Instead, Gunnar is going to pick off P4. He's probably asking, how the hell did you walk through a life, but not me?
Absolutely beautiful shot from Gunnar there, just around the side of that Kiba barricade. Picks himself up a beautiful opener, and she's going to help keep some of that utility alive as well. Citizen's going to get dealt with through the soft wall, though, as Mowgli manages to pick one up. 4 versus 4. Nitro goes out, does not connect, and Wolves can continue sweeping across the top floor. They've been able to force Gunnar out, but not Grixer, who manages to pick one up before escaping away into Electrical.
Behind.
So this is actually pretty good for Soniqs at the minute, although, as I say that, Deadshot manages to pick up Geo.
He did, yeah. Just saw Geo coming up aqua stairs behind them all there. Worked his way up through sight and decided to come for the flank and almost got away with it, but Deadshot was just ready. It's taken Wolves a long time to get this top floor control, and it's still not fully theirs because you've still got Grixer lurking off towards one side. So Wolves are really forced here to only be able to get vertical control over control itself. Storage, for now at least, still remains relatively protected. Just got to be very mindful now of the fact that Bibbo's managed to sneak his way inside of IT. I just can't help but wonder, will Grixer strike?
That's the thing, so much time and utility used to get control of that top floor. The question is,
there he is.
The time left, 14 seconds left to go. Grixer above. We're having to see a pickup from Deadshot onto Shinka. That leaves them now 2 versus 2, 7 seconds. They've no choice but to try and throw this down. And Grixer and Rexon above are just going to pick them up one at a time. Deadshot, he's trying to battle, but nothing he can do.
P4 and Deadshot working their way across from Cafe side across towards Storage, being spotted out by Grixer entirely. So I think Rexon, who's maybe digging around, Geo's sat above as well. They've got so many options to try and catch them out here, and sure enough, a C4 coming on through, almost got away with it, but Grixer getting in a kill onto Deadshot. Off the back of a second kill, it just feels like Wolves are moving so slow that Soniqs have got all the time in the world to have a game of chess, make a cup of coffee, and then decide, okay, maybe now we should kill them as they're getting towards a dangerous part of the map. But we need to see more ferocity from Wolves. It looks a bit incomplete in terms of their map clear. You've still got Geo positioned above, who's going to murder them both in a minute when they come marching on through. It just looks very easy right now for Soniqs.
I love that team play from Grixer and Citizen. That was absolutely brilliant. Grixer manages to pick up another one. I'll come back to that point after they finish the flawless round. Yeah, Grixer and Citizen. So Grixer is on the pulse and he's just feeding them. He's going to head up the aqua stairs. He's going to be met with a clash at the top of there. Nade out in hand. Don't think he's going to catch him as the clash dashes back. Manages to find a little bit of safety. Backed up by Rexon as well. So Wolves just need to be careful that they don't overcommit there, or they could be losing somebody quickly.
That's the first entry they found as well, with Mowgli finding Citizen, so a good start. Still, these armies, Kibas, really being a little bit of a headache. They're slowly chewing their way through the nades that they've got. In fact, no frags left on side now. And Geo's just going to sit here and frankly just stare at them, give them a little tickle with the electric zapping that's going to keep them at bay, but Wolves need to find a way to march on forwards here. I'm just concerned without any frags on side, they're screwed here.
This is it, we've already spoken about Wolves and time. Look at this, could there be a second? This certainly could. Absolute beauty from Gunnar, manages to find himself an important double. Not only is it 2 kills, not only does it get them the man advantage back, it also forces the Finker back.
Oh my.
Going to be another death there as the Toxic Babe goes out, and that's going to leave them 3 versus 2. They did lose the clash along the way, but I think they'll trade that for the triple from Gunnar.
They're focused so hard on top aqua that Gunner's been able to do whatever he wants below. You know, Mowgli was in there earlier on, but they really condensed themselves around aqua, and they paid the price for Gunnar coming up from behind and getting a 3k in the round. Again, beautiful play by Soniqs, but Wolves are letting so much go by the wayside here. Absolute deletion coming out of that round.
In the round, look at all this information coming in from the Valkyrie cams. This is exactly what we've been talking about, and it's another problem that Wolves haven't really solved.
Absolutely not. They're about to get stung by this as well. You've also got Geo, who's been lurking his way up towards reception. Sorry, who could very well strike here. A 1-for-1 back between the two teams. And here's Deadshot coming on his way up. Geo, I think he'd gone looking in towards side trying to find his man, but Deadshot are giving the ring around the roses, working his way back through electric. Grixer up to 5-0, makes it 6 by getting a vertical kill onto Deadshot. A 3v2 for Wolves though, Tim. My concern here is the time. There's only 20 seconds left.
There's only 20 seconds left, and they are again playing in towards control and Storage, and I don't think they're confident as to that last player's position. Rexon manages to get one. He's going to come round for a second. It's Grixer onto the flank, and they've nothing to do but to try and hold on to this plant. They don't know exactly where it's going down.
Won't work. but where are they? At the minute, still outside the building. Mowgli's the only one looking to make something happen and marching on through as he so often does. The problem is sometimes Mowgli bites off more than he can chew and just gets shot in the back. Has found one though, but the media, that should have been a guaranteed trade coming in from Citizen, but Mowgli has found two, and that's a great way to get this round underway for Wolves.
Yeah, that's exactly what Wolves needed, especially on the back of the tack timeout. That's actually the third entry kill in a row for Mowgli as well. So he's at least setting his team up for success. They just haven't been able to sort of finish it off after that point. But 5 versus 3, you start looking and thinking this is a round that they sorely need to take. Grix is going to be taken down from above as well. This is much better from Wolves. They seem to be settling into their game a little bit, using the angles to their advantage and just putting the Soniqs in those more difficult positions where there's no real option but to just fight the fight and hope you win it, and they haven't been able to do so far. So
Gio's still on 3rd floor. I think he's starting to get back to sight, my friend. However, Rexon has started off one for himself. Deadshot has the right sort of idea. Oh, finds him with a wonderful shot. No one on side of sight now. Gio's trying to play the vertical. No one, I think, he's left up here. They've all dropped down towards sight. As long as you avoid these key locations where you can be seen from the verticals, this is a guaranteed plant, and with that, pretty much a guaranteed round.
Going to drop down, gets himself a nice kill as he does, but it's not going to be enough to stop that diffuser going down. Wolves able to successfully plant him.
He hasn't got the vertical.
A much better round from them so far. He's going to have to move on into sight at some point, but he's just trying to pick up maybe another kill before he does. However, Wolves, they've got themselves locked, loaded and ready. They're just waiting on angles here. You can see Lead Prone behind boxes outside of walls. They're just making it as difficult as possible. Gio just taunts them with the first tickle of the diffuser, but it won't be. Mowgli, you can't really criticise. He's had the last 3 entries, so taking the death there, he was going in with confidence. I've no doubt that he could pick up another one. Citizen is maybe not going to be directly spotted by the drone, but the fact that the drone was destroyed will at least give his location away, so he's kind of hunkering down, getting ready for a fight now. Grixer's trying to feed as much information as he can with that heartbeat scanner. They've no idea they're going to lose 1, but not 2. Deadshot manages to get the trade onto Gunner, but he's now playing directly into a mirror window with somebody behind him. How about that? Shinka manages to find the kill onto Grixer. That's a beautiful long-range effort from him through the double wall, and that might just open things up for Wolves. 3-3 now on the man count.
Really open things up for Deadshot. He's being challenged by the Mirror, who's hanging out towards Nano Hall. They'll probably get stuck into a 1v1 any second now as well when they're done playing left, right, dipping back and forth, but it feels like, again, for this 3 versus 3, Wolves here are trying to figure out what their next opening is, and Exo, for me at least, was the weaker side temporarily. They pushed their way through from there, but Gio has found one. Absolute kicker, and they miss out onto the Mirror as well. Stinger.
I think Soniqs now, though, are going to know that the remainder are inside of sight itself, and they managed to hit Deadshot with the Nitro. Bibu, he's searching upstairs, can't find Citizen, who finds him. Used well, the Blitz can be a really good roam clearance tool.
Got P4 hanging out inside a kitchen as well. Hungry for a couple of early kills, it feels like. Gunner going down already, at least dropped to his backside. It's Citizen finding Shinka, though. Another entry kill coming in for Soniqs. Really getting the best of those in most of these rounds, Tim.
They are, apart from when Mowgli's able to step up and get one. It's pretty much going in the direction of Soniqs. Nobody else on the side of Wolves has actually had an entry kill, I don't believe. So just maybe needing to stretch the legs in that area a little bit more. Deadshot's getting aggressive here, pushes up, does manage to find one. Headshot onto Grixer. We have a little bit of a battle there. The timing just doesn't suit him as Citizen manages to find the kill. Rexon onto Bibu, 4 versus 1. It's all up to Mowgli. He gets one. Can he continue to find more? He's working out of the smoke, and he just comes out completely unseen and manages to do the damage. He's got the diffuser at his feet, and he's trying to fight up the hatch now. Mowgli, he actually has a real good position and only 10 seconds to survive.
But he's getting pushed on as well. Citizen with the low ground. Good team play coming out from Soniqs. Looks a bit scary there.
No more mistakes left for them. There's no more opportunities. It's now or never.
It is, and a different one here being brought along in the form of the Hibana, who can just open up a couple of 2x Kairos holes if needs be out towards Aqua side or on towards construction and server side, connector and server side, sorry. Here it's just more about IT as a starting point. But Citizen's been taken down, that's those nades off the board, it's the boosts coming out of the Finker also taken away. Certainly not complaining, although you do still have a Monty to contend with.
You do, but he's been cheeky, suffering to the dread mine at the minute. Mowgli does manage to pick up one. I'm not quite sure how Gio survives in that situation, to be honest. He's just being fully sort of blinded by the dread mine and somehow survives the shots, but is going to be taken down by P4's Nitro ultimately. Gunner's got the angle, though. He knows exactly where That defender is playing. Oh no, does he? He's turned his back on the top of Aqua Stairs.
I mean, they're both
there. Gunnar could hold them out of sight here if only he realises that's where they are.
They want to be there because the diffuser's there as well. It's top Aqua, and the attackers really have got no choice. And maybe they're expecting a flank to come on through here. I don't know. They're quite short on drones. They've got to win the gunfights. So sure enough, Gunnar finds one. You've got one wrapping around the outside as well. P4's got nothing to say about it. A very, very comfortable 7-1 victory for Soniqs.
Very comfortable indeed. The Soniqs lock that one up even when the